Peace. What's good? Welcome back for another episode of the Yanadameen Godcast. I am Lord Jamar.
And I am Digga.
Okay, and sitting in with us today is my man, Skitzo, a.k.a. the Black Belushi. Welcome to this fucking show.
Hey.
Skitzo.
Wow. We got guests.
Thank you for coining me as Black Belushi now.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's all people call me.
I mean, well, look at you. You do look like his illegitimate Puerto Rican son or something like that.
Yeah. I asked my mother about that. She said there's no.
She's sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll be getting a subpoena in the mail. So,
Well, it's all good. Briefly, real quick, tell people about yourself, because I know you as not just a funny, just character, but you're quite a talented dude. This guy's a producer, a rapper, a singer. Just quick run down your bio real quick.
Okay.
I'm a 33-year-old male who enjoys walking long walks at the beach and putting on aesthetic weaves on Barbie dolls that has bald spots. I look out for all types of women.
And I do music and comedy and apparently now I'm movies. I'm writing a movie. It's called Is It a Crime? Actually, it's like 80% done, and it stars Cameron. So that's gonna come out. And then a show on Bleacher Report, and it's just a long grocery list of things. But that's not what we're here for.
Real quick, some people you produce for.
Okay, all of Dips. And you know what? Even before that, I was doing two-way alerts. And I was just trying to tell Rah Digga, because I told her, I'm the one that did that.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I believe it.
I used to work for Murder Inc., West Street Team. And then from Murder Inc., I went to Disturbing the Peace, and then I did a little bit of Busta Rhymes, Extinction Level Event. That's how I met Rah Digga at first, in front of MTV, freezing as hell, and had the mall side and the poster and all that. And then Rockefeller, and then from there to Dipset, and then I did Get 'Em Girls and Family Ties, and God, it's a whole lot. Majority of a lot of Cameron songs I did, and other people like Paul Wall, The Lox, Fabulous, Snoop Dogg, Mac Miller, Smoke Dizza.
A lot of credits inside that bird nest.
Yeah, there's too many.
Today's math is knowledge, build, destroy, all being born to born. When you use your knowledge to add on and to create on positive and take away from negative, what you create when you are finished is born. It is into existence. It's brought into existence. It is being. It is a living being. Your thoughts are living beings. Your creations are beings. So use your knowledge to build and make that born.
That is so true.
Pigs.
If you say something, it will come in the future. Like if you say, "Oh man, if I keep wearing hats, I'm gonna get a bald spot." You're gonna get a bald spot. It's gonna happen. So don't. You gotta be careful what you speak into the future. Like just say a lot of positive things. Like a lot of positivity brings positivity. If you don't shower, you're gonna smell. It's just like it has that theory when it comes to that. If you're positive, you're just gonna be bleeding it out. Like So it's I do preach.
Words have power.
And learn that. Teach.
Digga.
What up, though?
How are you, sister?
I'm good, man. By the time this airs, I will have just got finished tearing down the stage in ATL for the Queens of Hip Hop concert.
Oh shit!
And let me pretend like I did it already. Yeah, it was dope, man. All the girls, but in real life, this is happening Saturday. Yesterday.
And tell me who's on that bill again?
Oh my goodness.
Who was on the bill?
Who's on the bill?
Yeah, we just came out the DeLorean.
I'm on the bill. Remy's on the bill. Eve, Trina, Light, Yo-Yo, Mia X, Rage, I think, and Queen Latifah just signed on.
Okay.
I feel like I'm missing somebody still. Moni Love is on. Not Bahamadia. But what's happening is it's turning into a tour.
The Boss?
In June, it's going to become a nationwide tour. So in different states, you're going to see different girls.
Please save me some tickets for the New York one. Thank you.
That sounds super dope right there.
Don't you want to come?
I'd love to. Listen.
Word? The guy that doesn't like female rap. Wait, okay. Real quick. Wait, no. Before we even go further into
we'll
this
talk
show,
about that.
We'll
talk about that. But hang on a second.
Okay.
Because I want to talk about the comments. But yes, I think we need to get this
we
out
want
on
to talk
the
about
table.
that on this episode.
Yes.
That's right.
We need to get this on the table because, yes, I do come from the Sean Price school of.
Rest in peace.
I don't really, yes, rest in peace to Sean Price. I don't really fuck with female rappers
But
like
he fucked with Rah Digga.
But listen,
He did say Rah Digga. Oh, he said Light and Rah Digga.
Because
But yeah,
as a
I got
dude,
questions.
but we're gonna
Okay.
explain that. But
Okay.
but first of all, I want to get into the comments real quick because first of all, if I do say so myself, you are looking quite beautiful today, Queen.
Thank you.
Your fucking new braids and would you just show how they have the accoutrements on them and oh my goodness. Now
She's
I know
in
we
style
talk about
and she can whip your ass.
I know we talk about the comments every week. Do you read the comments?
I do.
I mean,
I just silently laugh to myself.
these dudes love you. They
I love y'all too.
love Rah Digga. Rah Digga is so beautiful. Oh my God, Rah Digga is so sexy. One of my favorites though, just the other day, a nigga said, and thank everybody that co-signed my cursing.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Y'all don't want to hear no sanitized,
all right.
Yanadameen Godcast.
You get a pass for
You
want
to hear a motherfucker cursing.
Oh, thank God.
I hope
because-
I'm not doing that to you. I
because
hope
the
I'm not making you a kinder, gentler.
No, that's
Jamar.
good. In the beginning, when you used to do it at your home, it kind of reminded me of like a PBS show. You was squeaky clean. Like you was just trying to be like, yeah, I'm just giving you squeaks.
Was I?
That him?
You
In the
was-
beginning?
In the beginning, he was
when I was in the crib?
squeaks. He was squeaks.
Really?
He's way worse. He
I didn't
curses like a
realize.
sailor.
But I love
Compared-
to fucking curse.
Yeah, see?
And people agree with that. But this one dude said, right? And I love this comment. He said, Rah Digga looking like a honey bun in a microwave
I saw that.
for 20 seconds.
I saw that one.
Yo, he said the exact time. Too.
Thank you for
The
20
nigga
seconds.
said for 20 seconds. That's when I lost it. I said, "Oh my God!"
it
he
ain't
know
too
the
drippy.
exact.
However, 20 seconds might be a little too mushy. You got maybe 17 seconds.
You look like a hot pocket for 1 minute and 30.
Still keep a little bit of
33.
firmness to it.
look like
1
a-
minute and 33 seconds.
You look like a cup of ramen.
20 seconds and
5
just cutting in your hands,
at
baby.
7-Eleven.
You're looking like a 2-minute chicken biscuit sandwich at 7-Eleven. Yeah, that's another one.
And
Oh, my
I found a
goodness.
packet of honey from Popeyes.
I love y'all. I love y'all too.
But listen, that good black don't crack.
Hey,
Okay.
Yes.
You know, not all of us can
40
age,
plus jeans over
okay?
here. That's
not
right.
all of us can age as gracefully as you do. So
Thank you.
shout out to you, sister, and may your beauty continue to shine on this Godcast.
Appreciate that.
So we have a few things to announce quickly this week. We have a few passings to mention.
Yes.
First one,
Craig Mack. That
Craig
broke my
Mack.
heart.
Yep.
a flip boy all the time.
That broke my heart. A rest in peace tweet actually started turning into an argument with like some younger people on social media. I'm like, what?
How?
Yo, it was the stupidest thing. It's like somebody had tweeted to me, why isn't there more, I guess more news or talk about it? And I said, now this is a shot to the radio and the media outlets. I'm like, yeah, they probably focused on which one of the Lils are beefing. I'm like, my generation is.
Right.
So I guess some young ones, probably read that and took it as like a shot to the rappers. Like, they ADD. They
made a
follow,
Reddit blog about it.
Yeah, like they don't follow the conversation. So, and I clap back. I give them fingers and hands if they want it. Like, I don't care. I'm not above being petty and clapping back on social media. So yeah, that happened. But rest in peace to Craig Mack, man.
Craig
like
Mack was-
people don't realize like that man launched Bad Boy.
Pretty much.
Could I ask a question?
What's that?
How did y'all like Puffy's I guess his response or his little speech that he made about it.
I didn't hear about it. Tell me what he said.
I mean, he was basically saying it's his first artist, and it's just not, and it just kind of felt more so that, God, I can't even, it's like your cousin of a cousin that you never liked, but y'all had a one sleepover, but you kind of mourn that he died, but you really don't like. Yeah, okay. Rest in peace, Craig Mack. Y'all about to order some food? Like that type of like laxadiddy type thing. Well, no pun intended.
Well, here's what he said. He said, Craig Mack, you were the first artist to release music on Bad Boy and gave us our first hit. You always followed your heart, and you had an energy that was out of this world. You believed in me, and you believed in Bad Boy. I will never forget what you did for hip-hop.
Was Craig Mack on the 20th anniversary tour?
But that was a Craig Mack decision.
Yes, because
if you watch Can't Stop Won't Stop, Craig Mack turned it down.
He was on some religious.
They feverishly tried to get him on that.
Now, hold on. Here's another thing. Every artist that leaves Bad Boy turns to religion.
This is true. I've said this before. That's a whole other. That's but that is true though. So that's something. We can revisit that at another Godcast, but that is true. You got Craig Mack that went to this religious institution with this old man, whatever cult. You got Shine that turned into a Hasidic Jew. Loon turned into a Orthodox super Muslim.
What's this dude take his money? He's in jail, but he's still a Muslim though.
But
Mace became a preacher.
Morally, he felt like he had to. Yes,
Mace is not a preacher.
And Pam from she's from Total.
What? She's what?
She's like super like religious
out?
with it.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I did not know that.
I think I want to say one of the shows I went to. It was at the Barclay. I don't think it was the Bad Boy reunion. Maybe like a couple years ago they put on like a Valentine's Day show, but it was like most of the R&B acts and she was in her dressing room like just straight church with it.
Wow. Okay, Skitzo, another passing that we just had.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, this got looked over, but like I don't understand how y'all could be on your phones and all this stuff when Stephen Hawkins and he passed away. And Stephen, see, everybody don't know Stephen.
I'm not
Hawkins.
the biggest Stephen Hawking fan.
Yeah, but that's the thing about it. Like the theories that Stephen Hawkins came up with was they were
theories.
theories because he was a theoretical of a logicals, because that's why I say, because they're logics. I don't want to say they're real. I say it's his logic, so theological. But he was a person that actually helped a lot with NASA when it came to certain aspects of satellites and space travel and etc. And Elon Musk looked up to him, and there's just a lot of things. It did a little, just a slight dent to like society, but a huge dent to like all the nerds and geeks out there. Like,
and would you say his face looked like?
Oh yeah, no, you know what it is? I kind of figured I was gonna say melted candle, but then it's more like when you open up a can of Spam and then you sit it down and then like the heat in hours tilts it over.
I'd have no idea.
Yeah, you never had corned beef hash in a can?
Okay.
I knew you put it out and it does the leaning tower of Pisa a little bit, but doesn't fully fall. That is like that. I would say that more so than a melted candle. But rest in peace, melted candle. Stephen Hawking, sorry.
All right, I want to give another final rest in peace shout out to somebody who's near and dear to many of the gods and earths in the nation of gods and earth, or 5% Nation, and that's a brother by the name of Allah Real, who just passed today. Allah Real, you may know him from being associated with Wu-Tang Clan. He was on a few songs and, you know, a few Wu-Tang affiliates. But, you know, he was a staple in the 5% Nation and the Nation of Gods and Earths. He'll be sorely missed. Peace and condolences go out to his family and loved ones.
I forgot to ask you guys this. Isn't it kind of alarming how young Craig Mack was, dying of heart failure?
Well, he's not the only one. It happens to a lot. I mean,
a lot of
Heavy D, Craig Mack, Big Pun. This is why we talk about nutrition and things on the Godcast.
It was surprising because, you know, he in recent years he actually had slimmed down. Like usually when we see it with more of our heavier artists. But You know,
I cleaned up. I could have sworn he went vegan for a little
right,
while.
but that's what I mean. Like he did a whole lifestyle revamp.
And it's not because a lot of people say, oh, because he went vegan. No, it's not because of that. Because there's elephants and there's rhinos that don't eat meat, and they're the strongest motherfuckers in the jungle. So what's up with that? Exactly.
But still be careful with the vegan lifestyle, because a lot of times you're depriving sometimes you're switching out the animal toxins for the plant-based toxins. Like people don't, supply, get the right
they have
supplements and nutrients.
certain genetically modified plants that have like human growth hormones in vegetables.
Yeah, you eat a
so
carrot.
now you out here thinking that you're doing some
You're
good
vegan,
shit,
but you're
and really
really
a fucking cannibal out
Yeah,
this
you eat a
motherfucker.
carrot and you'll grow an extra chitty. I get it.
Let's be
It has
careful
that.
about a lot of shit. But let's now get back to our topic real quick.
Oh yeah. Let's go. Let me roll up my sleeves.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
roll up my sleeves on these hoes.
Where the sister, we've had a debate behind the scenes,
Right.
and I think it's time to bring it out in front of the scenes.
I got to shout out Notorious KID on Twitter, because she been on me to ask you, what is it that makes men so against female rappers and just not wanting to support and not wanting to sing along when we gotta sing about, we suck the bitch dick,
But you don't have to sing about that, though.
Hold on.
That's the whole thing.
I might have a little thing. Have you ever heard of an artist named Reese Still?
Yes,
That was my artist.
that's
From
Sparky D's daughter, right?
Yeah,
Sparky.
yeah.
Sparky D daughter.
Yep.
Really?
I know who she is.
Yep.
She's Sparky.
That was my
Sparky D daughter.
That was my artist.
know my shit.
For a long time. I was with her throughout the whole
I haven't
time from
heard
the beginning.
Sparky D's name.
Yep. And I was helping her even during she did the thing with MC Search, and when she won Miss Rap Supreme. I was with her throughout the whole thing. From when she decided, I don't know why, to battle Lady Luck, all that, to when she also decided
I
to
remember
beef
that
with Nicki
battle.
Minaj. There's the whole thing.
I remember her beefing with Nicki.
Yeah, she was.
I remember the battle with
She
Lady Luck.
stole Nicki Minaj's award at the Justos Mixtape Award show. She literally stole it when she didn't find out that she won. She stole it.
Wow.
The thing about female artists, and I'm sorry to say this, some of them, and when I say some, I say about 84, you're the rest of the 16, are very emotional. Their emotions ride on their sleeve, and that's the first thing. Before they use their own logic, they go over emotion, and that emotion can sometimes crumble them because people can see that as a weakness, and that's what they use.
And men are not emotional?
Listen,
Because we have other men that are cold stone that will tell us otherwise. There are some other
we have a
girls that's
limited
even more
amount of
emotional.
time right now.
Yeah.
So let me get
Whole beefs has
Let me-
started because
let
niggas
me
ain't
get
shot
sh-
niggas out on
let me
Twitter.
get straight
you
to
mean
the-
men aren't emotional?
let me get straight to the core
Okay.
of how I see it.
Well, this was a question from one of my Twitter
right.
followers.
Let me
so-
get to the core of how I see it.
Okay.
To me, I feel you have there's different genres of music, different types of music, right? Now, when you have black music, I feel that hip hop would represent the more masculine side of black music, whereas R&B would represent a more feminine side. Now, I'm not saying that only men can do hip hop and only women should do R&B, but when we're talking about the themes that exist in hip hop, most of the time they're going to be of a more masculine aspect.
Hip hop was a gutter sport. I agree.
R&B is going to be about I love you or some shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? Now, true hip hop, hardcore hip hop, tell the truth. Who the fuck does it appeal to? Does a boom boom bop, 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 does that appeal to niggas or does la 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 la? Which appeals to niggas and which appeals to females? Keep it real.
Well, I think once upon a time that may have been the case, but then we saw a female by the name of Roxanne Shante come through and smash niggas.
Well,
One after, like dominoes.
First of all,
one after the other.
Did she really though?
Yes, she did.
Let's keep
Yes,
it real.
she did. Yes, she did.
Because I was there. Okay, I was there. She had a nice record. You see, it was timely with what was going on. She wasn't the greatest rapper though at the time. I liked her voice.
Okay, I mean you had
and
Antoinette.
I don't think she wrote that either, from what I understand.
You had Antoinette.
Antoinette was dope.
You had Antoinette that came on.
I liked
Antoinette was the shit.
Antoinette had hard beats though too, but
daytime, nighttime, anytime's right time. Who's the boss? Of course, Antoinette's
But
rhyme.
listen, here's another thing that we gotta understand. Some of these earlier female MCs, this is when hip hop was first coming out, and it was kind of. At that time, girls didn't even know to really rhyme like girls.
Lauryn Hill.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So they kind of.
And then Light came along, but when
And Light was almost like a little teenage boy in a way.
right when the females first entered the scene, that's all they knew. Like they had to compete with the guys to rock. And in actuality, that's the cloth that I'm cut from. Now, fast forward to 2018, it's a whole nother thing. But
But like,
rappers.
how many times have you been at a jam where the DJ's like, all right, hang on, ladies, I'm about to put something on for y'all. You see? Because they was playing a bunch of hard shit.
and then they
now
put
they need to
LL
play
Watch my
something.
love unfurl. I need love.
I need love.
Well,
And all I'm saying is,
okay, I get it.
like a real alpha nigga,
I get it.
do not want to ride around on his way to the club playing ladies first.
Okay,
We don't want to do that.
Okay,
What's your opinion about Lauryn Hill?
I get that.
Lauryn Hill had a dope ass album, and she's almost like, there's always exceptions to the rule though.
But in
You
the
see?
interest,
and
that's
she's
part of the
one
16?
of them. She's one like Rah Digga makes the type of female hip hop that niggas can actually like.
No, yeah.
But that's rare. These other, I don't want to hear about these other ones that with their hair and their makeup and their red bottoms. I don't want to fucking hear that
I
shit.
can't agree with him because like you have that delivery that when you say some shit, it's like, oh shit, she's gonna do it. Versus if I hear like Asia Doll or any rapper named Doll that's just got 95% of their body plastic with a high pitched tea kettle voice telling me, yeah, I count bands and I shoot guns. I can't listen to her. I don't take her serious because her delivery is too soft and prissy. Your delivery, you're just like, yeah, you very ladylike, but then when you get in the booth, you're just like a monster, and it's a total difference.
But I don't feel like
60%.
females shouldn't rhyme.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying for me, I don't fuck, just like I don't fuck with white boy rappers. I don't want to hear white boys rapping.
I actually prefer the harder females, but being that this is a sisterhood at the end of the day, like I still have to support them regardless. Like I have my feelings.
What do you feel about Azealia Banks?
I love Azealia Banks.
Oh, yeah. Well, she I thought you meant Iggy Azalea.
Musically, I love
Iggy Azalea. No, she.
Listen,
musically,
real
I love
quick,
Azealia Banks.
we got to cut to a quick cartoon from my man Carlito Way 44.
Okay.
We're gonna come back real quick. We're gonna finish this up, and then we're gonna get into a guest that we got.
Yes, we got a
we got a dope ass guest this week. We improving every week, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Neely Fuller, who wrote the textbook for victims of racism a number of years ago, in the mid-70s, he used to say in the system, because he was the first person to talk about racism as a system. And he said that as the system of racism, white supremacy moves on, the system is going to have black men wearing dresses. Now, to hear that in the 70s, people said, oh, this is way out. And here we are. Do you see, there's some black pediatricians who are saying we are developing epidemic levels of the effeminization of young black males. Well, I say the pants sagging down is just a subconscious invitation for homosexuality. You see, it's revealing the buttocks. See, so the pants are getting lower and lower and lower. The next step is to step out of the pants altogether. And so you step out of the pants, you're going to put on a dress. The effeminization is an essential ingredient of white genetic survival. And the only thing that can prevent it is black people becoming conscious or becoming determined that this is not going to happen to them, because if the black men are destroyed, then the black people are gone, and we have a state of genocide.
See, the white supremacists, they confuse the minds of people all over the world so that everybody's trying to figure out, well, if I'm a light-skinned black person, what color am I? But I am still black. If who says that I'm black? If the white supremacists say that you're black, that's who. Nobody else. Nobody else can make that determination. They decide. They say that these are the brown people. You have an expression now that's been going on for some time. Black people and brown people. Most black people are brown. See how they do the confusion? But it's one thing that's not confused. And you can look at any chart of the races, any census of the so-called races and whatnot. White is the only one that's not confused. Stop and think about it. White is the only one that's not confused. When you say that, one size fits all. That's all you have to be. Not white, semi-Mexican, white Indian, white, Calcuttian or whatnot. No, just white. Everybody understands what that means. Everybody understands what white means. But when you start talking about part Japanese, part Jewish, or something like that, nobody knows what that means.
Peace. It's the absence of all confusion. United we stand, divided we fall. Two fingers together is the real peace sign, y'all. Brand Nubian peace gear. Hoodies. T-shirts. Snapbacks. Available at hoodg.com. Get yours today. So welcome back to the Yanadameen Godcast.
It's a little smoky than the last.
A little bit, but this is soft. It's soft. It's soft.
This is chamomile tea.
This is incense smoke. First of all, you just shot. I looked down. Rah Digga's fly from head to toe. She got the fancy feet on right now. Catch those fancy Gucci feet she got on right now.
Don't try to deflect from the sexism and the misogyny that is. You don't like female rappers.
She got those fancy feet. All right, well, check it out.
The Gucci's are in full swing.
I'm sorry. I'm just wearing Fuck Love clothing.
Right about now, I wanna
for my clothing.
I wanna invite a special guest to the Yanadameen Godcast. We did our first album reviews, like maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
And we reviewed this young man's album. He's an artist that we both know and love. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Roc Marci to the Yanadameen Godcast.
Yeah. What up?
Also, my
what up?
crewmate.
Okay.
Yes.
What's good, King?
I'm chilling. I'm here.
How you feel
Rockin' with
about
my people.
female rappers?
Man, you don't
Tell
put me
the
on the
truth.
spot.
Tell the truth. I know
no
that's
fun.
your sister. She my
I know.
sister too.
Okay,
See,
Tell-
you put me in a
pretend I'm a
tough.
guy.
I know you put
Tell
me
the
in a
truth.
tough
Pretend
spot.
I'm a guy. You're just talking.
You put me
You're
in a
just
tough-
talking amongst the guys.
You put me in a tough spot. Female rappers isn't my preference.
Thank you.
But Digga's an exception.
Hey,
Digga's an exception.
Back
Oh,
to
okay.
part-
I'm about
I
to
think
say
y'all
Digga's
just
an
saying that because
exception.
I'm here. I
There's
don't
a few
know,
exceptions. I don't
60%.
really prefer female.
I said there's an exception to every
Hip hop
rule,
is a
bro.
masculine thing, so I'm used to that.
Holla.
But
Holla. And he
Digga's
wasn't
one.
even in the room. He wasn't watching no monitors. When he just said hip hop is a masculine thing, he didn't hear me say that earlier. I just want y'all
yeah.
to know
All
that.
right,
That's
Roc,
true.
so I'm gonna give you this choice right here. If you was stuck on an island, even though you wouldn't be, but if you was stuck on an island for a year, and you could only pick 3 female artists that you could listen to within that year, who would it be?
definitely Digga.
Okay.
Digga's the only female artist that ever listened to their album gave me goosebumps rapping. Fox and Kim.
Fox
And that's
Okay.
a tough one because I love Rage too, but Rage ain't give me enough.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
She
Rage
didn't.
ain't give me enough, but
Rage was hard
Shouts
as
out to
fuck.
That's my
though.
shouts
three.
out to
I
Foxy
fuck
and
with
that's
Rage.
my three.
Yeah,
Foxy,
yeah,
That's my
yeah.
three. Word.
Well,
So
what-
it is a such thing as being hardcore, but still being sexy.
Absolutely.
So Roc,
What up?
my brother. First of all, congratulations on the new project that you got out right now. Fabulous,
Thank you.
exquisite piece
Thank
of
you,
work.
man. Thank you.
Once
man. Appreciate
again.
it. Appreciate it.
Once again, you've made my rotation. You always make my rotation.
I
now.
mean, for
Wow.
y'all that don't know, this man is not only a lyricist, but he's a super producer. That's what I call you.
I'll take it.
Because the shit that you make, it's like you just bring people into your world. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't do that these days. They want to be in everybody else's world.
Ride
I'ma take
waves
from
and
this
trends
nigga
and yep.
and that nigga, and this nigga got a hot sound right now.
Get your own world.
You got a world that is so clear and crisp in your mind, and when you go into the production and the way your shit sound, it's just that's that Roc Marci sound, that whole feeling, like, and I just love it. It's a continuation of that real hip hop that a lot of us complain about, okay, that we not getting right now. You giving us that shit.
And you realize you birthed a lot of motherfuckers too.
What? What?
I mean,
Humbly speaking, I know you're gonna be humble, but
nah, I'm saying I don't really like. A lot of people admit it, so I don't really feel like I'm obligated to be like pointing nobody out, but. Most cats salute, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they
Well,
went on record and
allow us to point
yeah,
them out.
we'll do the talking for you.
Cause I know people like Action Bronson or West Side Gun and Conway. These are people that came through that Roc Marci machine and was able to shine.
No doubt.
That you brought a light to these dudes. So
doubt.
I mean, let's talk about that a little bit. Like, what was it about some of these guys that made you say, I would even fuck with Duke?
I would only rock with somebody like that, like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if I don't have history with them, I would have to be a fan of what they doing. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I noticed
that's me.
you're very selective. You ain't just doing features for a check.
Stop it.
Yeah, I know. No, I know.
I go on vibe
I'm
and
just
I go on
sharing.
vibe and energy at the time and what I, you know what I'm saying? And, some of these situations just happen so organically, you know what I'm saying? And, if I like somebody's stuff, I'm like, all right, I rock with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or so, yeah,
Shout
out to them
you
brothers.
can tell he's a producer. That answer right there is what a producer would say.
So
I'm a producer.
give people a little bit of your history because, a lot of people don't know the Roc Marci. How did y'all, you know what I mean? The whole flip mode and all of that. I mean, let's talk about it.
Signed with Bus, you know what I'm saying?
Where you from, first of all?
I'm from Hempstead, Long Island.
Shout out
Yeah, I'm
Hempstead,
from Hempstead.
Freeport and all that.
So I went to school with Busta's brother. You know what I'm saying? I was going to school in Uniondale at the time. So me and Busta's brother, we know each other. And, everybody, in hood, everybody know each other and who rhyme. And he ended up, you know what I'm saying, like telling his brother, like, yo, there's this cat, da-da-da.
Check him out.
And yeah, next thing you know, it took years of us just knowing each other and building a rapport. Because when I met Busta, I was a teenager. I was a kid. Time passed, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, Bust leaves Leaders, blows up, starts flip mode, you know what I'm saying? And that's when, you know what I'm saying, I end up linking back with him. And, that's how I met the whole crew. And, of course, Digga. That's the story.
Now I got a funny version in my head of how, because you parted ways.
You'll
with
remember.
Flipmode. No, but
You probably remember things I don't remember.
No, I have my own funny interpretation. I don't know if this is the actual interpretation, but this is the story I tell people. I say, yo, Busta used to have us in soundtrack 20 hours a day, 7 days a week. Even when, if you didn't feel like being, whatever you had else going on, we had to be a soundtrack, 6 p.m. every day. I'd be like, yo, Roc Marci just called the studio one day, like, yo, Bus, I ain't coming in today. Or any other day for that matter. So this is the story that I've been telling people for the last 15 years of how you left Flipmode. Is there any validity to my rendition
or any other
of
day
your
for that
departure?
You part right. I didn't. Half of it is
I know
right.
I didn't just make this up.
Half of it is right. I did say that I'm not coming to studio today or any other day after. I did say that, but I didn't call the studio. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. Bus hit me up like, yo, what's good? So you coming to the lab? And I was like, I'm feeling like, I want to do my own thing. That's all. So I was like Kyrie Irving. I want my own team, man. You know what I'm saying?
So how long was you down with Flipmode? Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember you as being someone that was in Flipmode.
I'm gonna tell you why you don't remember. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this much. I say this much. It was a long time ago. We was younger, and to be honest, when you think back when you younger, you be like, damn, I didn't even know that was all of just a year or whatever. I don't even know. It seemed like it was long, but if I think about it, it might have been a good year and a half, maybe. It wasn't long.
You know what's so funny? We always did joints with all of us on a record. We used to always have to do these 6-man 8-bar joints. I hated them shits. Yo, I hated those fucking records. I love when like me and Rampage would pair up or, 2 of us or 3 of us. I hated the 6-man 8-bar joints. And yo ass always managed to skate out of the records. He not on if you notice, a lot of our Flipmode joints are all posse shits. He not on them posse shits like that. You know what he got? He gets the feature with Raekwon and he gets the heist. He gets the J Dilla beat with fucking, oh my God. He used to be like, why couldn't I be on that record?
Yo. I don't know how I didn't. I wiggled out of posse songs. I don't remember wiggling out.
Mr. Wiggles.
I jumped on a few.
Mr. Wiggles.
Not only did you wiggle
I
out
wiggled
of
out
posse
some.
songs, I believe
I did, baby,
you
I did.
wiggled out of photo shoots and videos.
You was a wiggling motherfucker.
Nah, see, that's where.
Come to think of it,
that's where y'all get it. That's
I
where
don't remember you wearing the cha-cha-cha.
I wasn't there. I wasn't there.
You wiggled out of a lot of shit.
I came late.
About a craft service table.
I came late. I came late.
You was nowhere on camera.
Yo, let me keep
so
it.
you would have had
business.
the cha-cha-cha on.
I came. So I saved y'all when I got there. Telling y'all.
So wait,
Bus had more in store for y'all.
While
when I got there, he had more suits.
While Busta was arguing with
Busta
Rampage.
and the suit.
Yeah, Busta had more.
While Busta was arguing with Rampage about the purple spandex, Roc Marci crept over. He crept over to the craft services like, nope.
Yo, I called it. That's what I said.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I believe that's why Lord have mercy skated, because it was certain things that he just didn't share. Busta vision was like, nope, I'm done. I'm good.
Yeah, see, because
for everybody that's been asking me where's Lord, what happened, that's it's kind of part of it.
I got up onto you, I want to say, I don't know, 7-8 years ago, maybe. One of the younger gods put me on to you. Okay? He loved that real underground hip hop. Shout out to the God born Jamel. And he was like, yo, you gotta check Roc Marci, you gotta check West Side Conway, and you know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, play the shit, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, okay, this is some new school shit I could fuck with. Like, listen to these beats, listen to the shit they rhyme. Oh, okay, thank you, And like, I always try to keep myself around some young dudes, you see what I'm saying? That's gonna keep you into what's popping. It's just that a lot of this new young shit is not some shit that I fuck with. But he was like, yeah, yo, he used to be down with Busta and Flipmode. And I was like, okay, word.
A lot of people don't know that.
I didn't really know that.
I wasn't on the album. That's another thing.
The beautiful thing is you all album. Over Dirty Harriet, so I'm blessed to have you.
But from the minute I heard your music, and you know what it was? He introduced me through your videos too. It wasn't just the music. I got the audio and the visual together.
Okay.
And I was sold. I mean, I think that's all we did that day. Was
Wow.
watch like Roc Marci videos.
Wow.
Like, yeah, okay, show me another one. I want another one. Like, I'm fucking with this. And I've been fucking with you ever since.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Just from afar, like, okay.
Thank you.
Our rocks would do.
Thank you.
And it takes courage, because I mean, I'll be honest, you know, there were windows where I could have went indie, and I think we actually spoke a couple of times. You was just like, yo, just do your shit, nigga. Like, I was all caught up with the politics of trying to get the second album out. You like, yo, just do your shit, shit. But I think maybe as a girl, it was the girl in me, I might have been slightly nervous to like leave the Flipmode umbrella and just like venture out on my own. But
women want that security. That's why you want to you want that. Well, everybody.
Well, I'm not gonna front. At that time, like especially like the late '90s, early 2000s, like it was really hard to be a female, like a prominent female without affiliation, because we knew so many dope female. Like you knew everybody that was clicked up, but you also knew of the ones who didn't have a click, and you just saw the difference in their careers. So. You know, I want to salute you for going indie. Did you ever, was there any time that you ever felt like, man, fuck this indie shit? Yo, man, I want to get back on a major.
Yeah, of course. Plenty of times, man. I mean, whenever you work for yourself, you know, you get paid for as hard as you work.
That's
and
right.
I wasn't, you know, in the beginning, I didn't know how much of the workload I was going to have to take. You know what I'm saying? So in the beginning, it was just like, oh, okay. All right, one album money ain't really enough. Like, I need to double up. I need to make another album. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, that's how you like, wow, I wasn't conditioned to making albums that fast.
What made you go indie in the first place? Did you, once you left Flipmode, did you try
purple
to shop
spandex from Cha Cha Cha?
Well, you know.
Did you go through the shopping and the rejection and all that bullshit?
Nah, be honest, I didn't. When I left, I was already doing stuff with my crew. I had a crew from my hood, the UN. We had a situation actually before Loud folded.
Pete?
Yeah, I linked up with Pete through hearing me with Bus.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, wait a second. You said the UN?
Yeah.
This is so hilarious. You know, Cam came with a group called the UN.
Yeah.
We had our conversations. Cam and him had the conversations about the whole UN thing. This is where the small world.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it kind of tied in with the diplomat thing, so I wasn't even tripping when he decided. And I was like, UN, we didn't blow, so it ain't like I probably wasn't even on his radar. I ain't tripping, but yeah. So when I started with making more records with my dudes, we ended up getting a situation. Loud folded. You know, we was doing a situation with Loud at the time. They folded. Steve went over to do SRC. I went over to SRC. You know what I'm saying? So they ended up saying, like, you know what? We like this cat. They, you know, messing with Scott Free, Matty C. They brought me over. Yeah, they brought me over to SRC. Steve gave me a deal. I started recording Mossberg. I did that with SRC's budget. Yeah. Steve gave me a check for that.
Okay.
I got busy
on
on Mossberg.
Rich Isaacson at that time? That was the business guy.
I remember the name, but
Rich Isaacson.
I remember that name.
Those guys cut me a nice check when I
Yeah.
did for Dead Prez.
Those are the good old days. Yeah, the good old days. So, yeah, after that, I recorded it. Something happened. I guess relationships that was in the middle that had nothing to do with me ended up folding with Steve. Steve was just like, just bounce. You and your man could bounce or whatever. But he let me bounce on my project.
Okay.
So I had you know what I'm saying? So now I'm back in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Mossberg is probably like 80% done. I added like 2 songs to it, you know what I'm saying? And just was like tired of holding it. And that started the indie. I was like, my hand was forced. You know what I'm saying? I had an album I was done that I believed in. So I was just like, you know what? I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna sit around and go through label politics again and be like, yo, can y'all take this album off my hand, clear these samples, and give me another check? It's like, yo, let's just go straight, you know what I mean? And snowballed, and here we are.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow. Wait, so how many projects have you had since then?
It's just like my fifth. It's like my fifth project now. You know what I'm saying? You know, I only got 5 albums, man. You know what I'm saying? People be acting like I'm a rapidy rap dude or
It
whatever.
seems like you have so
I
much
know.
more.
I got a lot of work. I got a lot of features.
Yeah.
A lot of different one-offs with a lot of people, but I only
what
got
you
5
consider
albums.
albums.
And, yeah, I only got, and one ain't even an album. One's not a solo album. One's a compilation. So I got 4 albums.
Talk to me about your videos a little bit. Like I just love the style of your videos and I just feel like you just have a really clear cut of how you want things to look and sound. And
Yeah.
talk to me about that.
Well, now I feel like I'm getting better at it, because in the beginning it was just like when I first started doing videos, because I ain't do a video for Marsburg. Reloaded, we started doing videos. I was on actually Reloaded, I had another situation for that one. I was with Decon, and I was working with different people, shooting videos. I wasn't really feeling like how they was handling my aesthetic though. Like I was like, they don't really know how I look, like how I should be looking. Like, so now working with my own team is like, we come through. I'm more involved with the direction and stuff, so I'm picking and choosing. Like, see, this how I look, you know what I'm saying, and this is how it's supposed to be presented. You got so many people in hip hop business that don't even understand our culture.
You're
Dudes
right.
don't know what look good. Dudes shooting videos, ain't even get your sneakers in the videos. I'm like, how you gonna shoot a video and you don't get my ballies, dog? Like, you know what I'm saying, or something
fuck
like
you think
that.
I spent
like,
all this money for?
Exactly, you know what I'm saying. So I started noticing it. So now I'm more in control. So the
What sign are
visuals
you?
is Aquarius.
Okay.
Aquarius.
January?
Jordan sign, huh?
January or February?
February. Yeah.
My youngest brother's Aquarius.
Yeah.
Dope. So where can the people get, the new album and, first of all, I like to talk about the point how you set your own price point.
Right.
Yeah.
You set your own motherfucking price point, which I think is super dope. That's in the vein of what your man Nipsey did when he had the $100 album, then $1,000 album.
Yeah.
How much your album go for right now?
The download is $30 on my website, but now it's on streaming. I did 2 weeks exclusively on my website.
Dope.
You had to come to my website to get it. It was $30 for the digital download, and for the exclusive vinyl, limited, signed by me, that's $100, and regular vinyl like $30. The platinum edition of Rosebud 1, that's like $50. So the price point, I felt
And
like
those are still,
like it's
we can
fair,
still
you know
get
what I'm
those.
saying?
Absolutely.
Like it's fair.
See,
you know what I'm saying?
we never
People
had
act
to
like
say
$30 ain't my music ain't worth the blunt you gonna smoke to listen
Son,
to it.
That's
Like,
light.
it's crazy. You know
That's
what I'm
light.
saying?
That's light work.
Yeah.
For something that you feel like you love too. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I work hard on what I do.
We never
I got a
had.
question though. Are you a good cook?
I cook alright. I cook
You-
alright.
you-
The things
I
I
know-
cook good.
You have a lot. You make a lot of references to food in your songs. I was
Yeah,
just curious. I'm like,
I'm a little dude, but I love food.
Are you a good
cook?
cook, Rah Digga?
Now, Rah, he can just be a fat guy stuck in a fit guy's body. You don't know.
that's
people
that's
like
what you
that.
call fat boy slim. I'm definitely fat girl slim.
No, he's
I'm
fat
greedy
boy
as
fit.
fuck.
Said a fat boy fit.
He's
Okay.
fat boy fit.
And that's true. And that's true.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
true.
I actually have a question. Like, my thing is,
Yes, I can to answer your question.
yeah, I want to try.
You look like you
I want
could.
to talk some of your collard greens if you make them like that.
Something about this chin just reeks of turkey wings.
neck bone.
My thing is, if an independent artist and producer was trying to go the same length as you are, but do not want to deal with the whole aspect of greasy fingers of labels and stuff, what would be the advice that you would give them?
First, you should, you got to believe in yourself first and foremost, but just leave it all on the floor. Make sure the projects is bulletproof. That way you ain't got to be arguing with people like, yo, this ain't, I put my, what's rocking with mine? That's how I feel. Like you bar for bar, who? That's how I feel. Beat for beat, who rocking with that? So I just feel like it's I make it bulletproof so people, I don't gotta go through all that arguing. People are like, oh my God, it's phenomenal. I don't mind. Hey, take the money. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I try to do. It's like selling crack. If you got crack and it's good crack, people ain't, all right, cool. It's a small 20, but I'll be back. And then they hit it and they like, oh, all right, I ain't tripping. So
I feel that.
I got one more question.
Go ahead.
How do you approach sequencing your album? Because I listen to your albums front to, like, I can count on one hand how many artists' albums I can listen to from start to finish without skipping records. Okay. And you are one of those artists that I can just listen to from start to finish. That's what's up. What is the method of, like, what is your sequencing method? Like, is it a blunt? Is it, you sit in the tub? Like, what, like, if you don't mind divulging.
I don't really want to share that.
Okay,
but I love you.
That's the secret sauce.
I'm just playing with
say
that.
No more. Say no more because you're an artist. I get it. But I know there's a science behind that.
For y'all, I'm going to keep it a buck. It's not no big deal. I look at the well, for one, my first album, I A&B'd that with my favorite albums. I A&B'd Mossberg with Cuban Links. Like, okay, does this rock with the first song? Is this song rocking with, you know what I'm saying? Is this song Illmatic? All my favorite cuts. I put that album and I played them songs for song. Like, is this, all right, by this time, is this keeping up with Represent? Is this keeping up with Memory Lane? That's how I did it. You know what I'm saying? So, in a lot of times, certain songs, certain songs, I lost the battle on certain songs, but some songs I felt like, I might have won this. I might have won on 2 or 3. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, that's how but now, it's not, I don't do that anymore. Now, I look at the production more. And I try to break the production styles up. Okay. Like if I got something, I'm not gonna put all of the mean ones together.
Right.
I put okay, I start with a mean one. Give them one that I feel like is that's my personal. I don't care how you feel. This is just how I be feeling.
Okay.
And then you know what I mean, and I place it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hard, all right, cool. I might need to put something experimental there and there. You know what I'm saying? So I just break it up by the production styles, not the sounds of the songs. More or less, it's the production style. So I try to break up the styles, make sure that I'm not being redundant with the same style of production, song after song.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can ask you like 100 questions because you're one of my favorite artists, but I'm not gonna keep you here all day.
Thank you.
Okay, one more question. What do you feel is the what was your song on this album that was I don't give a fuck, this is my shit?
Oh, okay.
What's that one on this?
Because everybody got one of those, right?
This album, I enjoyed that because there's a lot of them on this album.
Okay.
For me, I didn't care how people felt when I did Tent City. I ain't care about that. I ain't care about Sax Fifth. I was like, I'm doing what I want to do. Sax Fifth, CVS. I felt that. Yeah. I'm dead serious. I mean, to me, those beats are so strange. I didn't even care if people felt them. I felt them. So that's how I felt. I felt like they was a little risky. The Sauce, I felt like that was risky.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like,
we both said
talked
that,
about
right?
That's
Sauce.
risky.
I said that was kind of a car type of.
Yeah, that Sauce. The Sauce was risky. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know, name a few those joints.
You murdered it though, as usual.
Murdered it.
Thank you. I took it personally.
Yeah.
Good job.
As a producer, what instrument do you like to use to make beats?
I use a beat machine. I use MPC 2500.
Wow.
Sampler.
Nice.
That's my shit too.
Tatted on the arm.
Okay.
Although I was using that for years, and I just recently caught me the Machine Studio, just to try to get into this new inside the computer type of shit. I like it a lot. I'm not gonna front.
I gotta step.
No, I'm not Fruity Loop. No, we don't Fruity Loop.
Pause.
We don't do nothing fruity around this motherfucker.
I'm not fruity. I make beats on GarageBand and then make it sound incredible.
This dude makes.
I can make a beat on my phone.
He's crazy. Like,
and
seriously.
make it sound crazy.
We'll talk.
A chef has to learn how to use different utensils.
This is true. So, yeah, but I've always been an MPC guy. Like, I started with MPC 60, then the 62, then I went to the 3000.
I learned on the 60.
Then I went to the 3000, then the 2500, and now I'm fucking with Machine Studio.
MPC 2000 was my first. Well, actually, SP 1200 was my first.
I was about to say, where
Oh.
No love for the SP12.
Well, I
SP1200 was my
learned,
first
I
one.
knew how to use that, but I didn't own that first.
Okay.
Although I did end up getting one, and I would use that for the drums, and I used the MPC for the sample time because the SP.
Yeah,
had
SP, I
no
never
sample
wanted no
time.
part, no
Nah,
sample
just
time.
done the
That's why I was
album.
like, nah, I'm
The
good.
swing on that was
Drum.
good, though.
9 seconds
Drum.
total or some crazy
You had to
shit
get
like
the RAM
that.
for it, man. You had to build the RAM up.
Listen,
Even though the RAM was like big as
A
shit.
nigga was young, man.
Yeah.
Got all this RAM money and shit.
Who got money for RAM?
I was finding and getting it. That's what I was doing.
I'm gonna smart view it. Actually. Hold up. It's all right. We live with my man Roc Marci. Who's some of your favorite artists, Roc?
Some of my favorite artists.
Like MCs or groups or just, and I'm talking of all time.
time.
Just yeah.
All right, Rakim.
You know you got that Rakim ish
I can hear
thing
Rakim.
about you.
Thank you. Thank you. Ra, Kane, Bez, EPMD, De La Soul. You see, I'm stuck on Long Island right now. I'm stuck on Long Island.
I see.
Right
There's
I'm
a
stuck
theme.
on Long Island right now. You know, to spread it out. Of course, the Nubians, man. You know, Ultramagnetic.
G-Rap.
Cool G-Rap. Woo. G-Rap, Nas, Jay, Scarface, MC8, Compton's Most Wanted.
Yes.
This guy sounds like
NWA.
I gotta listen to your playlist when you get a chance.
Yeah. Just trying to, you know, give cats a couple of, you know, things they probably didn't know I was listening to. I don't know. To name a few, that's what's coming to me off top. Of course, Biggie. Biggie's, you know, Biggie the GOAT to me. You know what I'm saying? Big the GOAT to me.
just real nigga shit.
All the legends,
nigga
man.
dope
all the
shit.
legends, all the woo, whole woo, big influence on me. Yeah.
See, and now everything you say is like I can tell this is why I fuck with you. This is why I like you.
Yeah.
This is why I liked your music because that's my shit.
All of it's
You
a
see what I'm
gumbo.
saying?
My
It's a
shit
gumbo
too.
of all of
My
it.
That's our
shit
world.
right
It's a
there.
gumbo of all of it.
So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I feel that crazy. Yo, I want to thank you so much for coming down. I mean, I asked you, I ain't have to badge you about this or nothing.
Nah,
I
come
said,
on.
yo, bro, you want
Thank
to
you
come
for
up to the
having me.
Godcast? Absolutely, God, let me know. I'm
Of
there.
course, you know I rocks with you.
Yo,
and Digga, come on, man. This is like kicking it with family and just
Word.
chilling. This is nice.
beautiful.
You know what I'm saying?
And listen, you welcome to
course.
come back anytime you like.
Yeah.
Bring up any
Yeah, be a
They-
co-host
or
if you feel
anything.
like it.
Yo, listen, I'm
Anything
doing
that
this
you-
because I rocks with y'all. As far as I'm concerned, I feel like as artists, we should get paid for all this.
you heard?
Like, yo, man, people ask you to come to the station and stuff. You don't even send a car. you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They getting paid. We ain't getting paid. So, it is what it is.
we going to build our shit
That's
up.
my AKA. Do we get paid for this? Everywhere we go, we get paid for this?
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. So
Man.
we could do a little healing.
Healing. That's what we do.
We do a little healing.
I do make them
when you
send
get
that
bag.
when you get that bread and you go shopping.
Yeah.
Some people call it shopping. What you call it,
I
God?
call that healing.
The God call it
I
healing.
call it
I
healing.
said I love that.
Yeah, that's
Because
healing.
you do feel good sometimes. I can't front. And it's
Yeah.
not about
Well,
being
if that's the
all
case,
materialistic, but
I got a lot of bruises. I need a lot of healing.
yeah.
That's
Yeah, you
what's going
feel
on.
nice healing
For
when
sure.
you put them Gucci's on your feet.
Not had no money for a minute and get a bag. I bet you be healing.
Okay, so one more time, let's
Yeah.
help you get this bag. Where can they get your merchandise, your album? One more time.
RocMarci.com. RocMarci.com. That's where you find me. That's my Twitter handle.
I was
That's
gonna
my
say, what's the social
Instagram
media?
handle. And yeah, it's available to stream everywhere. All the Apple Music and titles, Spotify, it's everywhere, man. Roc Marciano, RocMarci.com.
That's what's up, your brother. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me,
Yes,
y'all.
I miss you. It's so good to see you.
My
Word,
man
you too.
Skitzo.
You.
You black Belushi looking motherfucker.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. thank you for coming down. Of course, we're gonna have you come back pretty much whenever you want. We're gonna send you back out onto the street with more, questions and observations from.
As long as you guys get me a penicillin shot, then I'll be perfectly fine with that.
Okay. I don't even know why you'd need one. What, you think you could get raped out there or some shit? What are you talking about?
Sometimes I have to go undercover and find out where the hottest trap houses are. So I have to, sometimes deal with
Stick yourself with dirty needles and shit.
No, not dirty needles. Just some cussy
Clean
females.
needles.
Got you.
And you never know. Sometimes
You mean just stick yourself in something dirty?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or you stick something there.
Well,
No, I don't.
to healing.
Yeah,
To healing.
That's my message of healing.
Yo.
And the doctor.
Once again, we thank you for joining us for another episode for the Yanadameen Godcast. I am Lord Jamar.
I'm Rah Digga.
Peace. Peace. It's the absence of all confusion. United we stand, divided we fall. Two fingers together is the real peace sign, y'all. Brand Nubian peace gear. Hoodies. T-shirts. Snapbacks. Available at hoodg.com. Get yours today.